What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I think people in comment sections and people within the Shiba Inu community really don't understand the difference between actually fudding a position and actually creating a lot of negativity and, being more critical towards, people that are in charge. There's a huge difference between between the two. And I try to make sure that I let people know that I'm critical of Shiba Inu. I'm critical of a lot of positions. I like to look at both sides of things. And I wanted to kind of explain why that's necessary in a project and break all this down. Now, I am going to go through a little bit of a Shiba Inu update so you guys get your daily source of what's happening with Shiba Inu from this channel as well. But I also want to have a serious conversation with you, and hopefully you guys can grasp where I'm coming from with this. So before we get started, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you guys are interested in getting notified when I post a video, anytime I post a video or go live. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. That link is in the description, as well as the link for my Patreon. You can sign up and join and, chat away, and, we can talk back and forth and get all the updates and all that stuff. And one more thing, I do have a link for crypto.com down below if you guys want to sign up using my referral link. I truly believe in crypto.com. I hold, that's my second largest holding is within crypto.com. Largest one would be Coinbase. I've been going back and forth between the two, but it just depends how easy it is for me to invest on that day. Anyways, let's talk about Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu currently is at a level of 0.000008758. Yesterday, I talked about how it was getting close to dropping that zero. People were like, it doesn't count that it's going to drop that zero. And I understand where you're coming from because that zero was already gone. And if we drop another zero, that's where we start to see that benefit. But we also would see a $50 billion market cap or even $55 billion market cap at that point. So it's definitely a higher level that we need to get to in order to drop that next zero, not just this zero, but also the next one. So we know that dropping this zero would be good for a lot of people that invested at where the low is, where it was 0.00000, like 5 or 6. So that's a good situation. Now, it did get to a high of 95, I believe, 95-ish. Before it did resist a little bit. Now we're seeing it down by 5%. We are seeing the volume that's also down by 41%. It's at $270 million, which it should be a lot higher, especially in standard markets or bullish markets. We should see it a lot of volume, but we're not seeing that because we still are within that more bearish market yet, or we might be seeing a slight retracement before actually skyrocketing. So can't really tell what's going to happen until the inflation data comes out, which we want to comment on as well. But that's where Shiba Inu is as a whole. And we see it at some of these lower prices. And as we saw some of the increasing that was happening yesterday, I saw comments that were coming through and the day before where I was talking positively about Shiba Inu. I was talking positively about Shibarium and saying how Shibarium could burn a lot, breaking down the numbers of where Shibarium could be. And that's throughout this whole entire spreadsheet that I had, where I broke down everything, right? I broke down Bone, Leash, Shiba, and saying if they had a 0.1% or 0.5% or 1%, saying how this could burn a lot and it could take 28 years to play out, or you can see it happen a lot sooner with more volume or seeing a higher burn rate. Depending on what that burn rate is, we can see something pretty big there. Let me go ahead and get out of this. Yeah, we could see something pretty big there if it is, 1%, if we're only seeing a certain amount that's flowing over to it, right? Because Shibarium's not going to have 100% of the volume. You're going to have Coinbase as the volume. You're going to have Binance as the volume. That's just a given, right? They hold coins. People are going to have it on that platform. They're not just going to buy it on Shibarium, which you need a certain amount of liquidity for anyways. If they run out of liquidity, then we have another situation to where people can't buy it on that platform, which means they have to, go out and search for different forms of liquidity before you can buy more. But that's a whole nother situation, a whole nother issue. But as I was mentioning all of this data, as I was saying, that we could burn quite a bit. It could take 28 years. It could take 2 years. We never really know, exactly how much it's going to be. But it could take a couple of years to play out. As I was saying that, people in the comment section were like, you can't flip flop. You were just talking negative on Shiba Inu. So don't talk positive now that you see it running. And you got to understand that I'm not talking negative because of where it's at. I'm talking negative because of the things that are being done. And it's not about being or fudding the position. It's about being critical of what is being done from the decision makers. I'm not in a place to make any decisions in Shiba Inu. I can make decisions for myself. I can't make decisions for the community, right? Because the community really flows off of whatever the ecosystem devs create and back and fund and all of these other things. You know, things like Bone, Leash, Shiboshis, the Metaverse, Treat, She, all the different things that they've created, right? They are the ones creating those things. They are the ones backing those things. We are just the ones commenting on it. So I comment on it not because I'm trying to FUD the position. It's because I want to be critical of it. So then they see that criticism and they understand where the community is coming from, right? I'm not negative towards Shiba Inu. If I was, I wouldn't be holding, right? I'm holding Shiba Inu. I talk about Shiba Inu. I believe in Shiba Inu. And I just want to let people know that I'm not flip-flopping on Shiba Inu. I'm not saying, oh, it's great one day and then going, oh, it's absolutely horrible and you're never going to see anything the next day. I'm being critical of the things that are being done within the position, within the project, right? Within the community. So it's way different than how a lot of people are picturing it. And I just wanted to clear that up because the reason why you need to be critical is so that they change what they're doing. If you are critical and I'm critical, if we post something on Twitter saying, hey, you know, we don't believe in what's happening here, or it seems like this is having a bunch of issues, they come out and find a way to have solutions, right? They build those solutions because they are the decision makers. I am not. So I think anybody is entitled to their own opinion, and I respect anybody that comes through and says, you know, hey, I don't really respect seeing the negativity. I understand how no one wants to see negativity and they think it's going to crash the market. One person or even one person with a following is not going to crash this type of market where you have 1.3 million people that are holding the position. It's going to take way more than that. And, you know, it's going to take a ton of FUD, an actual FUD that you would have in order to see that complete collapse or actual negative things that are happening. And if we call them out, it is adding to the negativity, but a lot of times you can learn from where you fail at. So if Shiba Inu and the ecosystem decide to launch something and they fail at doing that, now they're starting to learn from their mistakes. The fact that we were critical on burns so much is the reason why they're sort of guaranteeing that we will see burns with Shibarium. Before, they never really guaranteed that. They said, oh, well, we might see burns here, we might see burns there. They're guaranteeing that we will see burns with Shibarium. It's just on every transaction. It's just what the percentage will be. We don't know any of that information. So I just wanted to, you know, talk to you guys really quick. It's not that I'm letting the comments get to me in any way. I just want to make sure that people understand the difference between being critical and being overly negative, being, you know, someone that's absolutely fudding every position or this position in general and constantly makes negative content about it. That's not where my goal is. If my goal was there, I wouldn't be invested, but I am. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.